And with that, welcome back into this Freestyle Friday as we get into the second of 3 series this evening. I am Curtis. That is Kendo just down the way. And we have Foxes and Wolves in front of us here as the Platinum League takes center stage. And Kendo, there is a side bet on the line. Somebody's getting a sub to the MLD after this series. Who is it going to be? You got Foxes and Wolves about to do battle.
Yes, the sub bet, for those of you who do not know, Halcyon and Geschwind have a bet on the line. Geschwind, of course, has his brother AJ on the Wolves. And Halcyon, during our preseason tournament, the pro amateur tournament, was actually involved with the Foxes, played with El Fuego, if I remember correctly. And these two teams are playing with that sub on the line. One of those two men are going to buy the other a sub. And apparently Halcyon's broke.
Yeah. Yep, I found that out. Neither way, El Fuego giving me some intel before the matchup. Brava, Monster at 50-50s, and Goose also doing really well, doing really good work. He expects, talking about El Fuego from the Foxes, he expects this to be a low-scoring, gritty matchup. And if that's the case, I really, really love those because it makes every shot that much more stressful, and it should be a fantastic series if that's the case. With that said, let's get the signals out to the team. Let's get them in here. It is a 5-game set, Series 2 of 3 on this Freestyle Friday. Week 2 of the MLB season number 6 is about to get underway. Foxes are going to be in the gold. Wolves are going to be in the green on your screens as we are set and ready. AJ Geschwind and Sinbel on the Wolves, and Brava and Goose ready to go for the Foxes. And the worst of the winter maps is on your screen as the site as we are underway, and I'm going to get a little bit of flack for that. Set the other way, Goose trying to make something happen. It'll go off the post, still in front for Brava, but he's not able to get good contact towards the net, and we remain scoreless 15 seconds in.
Just right off the bat, I noticed AJ has that little happy cow topper, and get your fashion league out. We need this cow. I need to get a cow for myself. This is amazing.
Sinbel with the demo. It's going to go back into the Wolves end. AJ Geschwind, he's going to miss on that contact, but he gets bailed out by his teammate. AJ will jump back to the goal line. Sinbel going to work with contact around the corner. Touched into the middle. Still scoreless as we play 48 seconds in. That one's off the post. The woodwork has been the MVP for both sides in this game. That's an opportunity in front. Wolves their first. Sinbel puts the first goal in the back of the net as balloons are everywhere. It's 1-0.
This is the most painful type of mistake. Goose so close on the other end, and Sinbel able to get around Brava, going back the other way. The quick transition, it's only one goal, but it feels like it's two when you miss an open net opportunity like that.
And the posts have made a significant impact already. This is a chance now the other way. Shot on net far side. That one's off the post as well, and the Foxes cannot buy one to put it between the uprights at the moment. It's still 1-0 Wolves.
Great demo by Brava there, but Goose so close, hitting the post again. Hopefully he's able to just draw himself back in. Don't let that affect the psyche there.
Off the back wall.
Go ahead.
In the Fox end, shot into the middle for AJ Geschwind. He puts it home. Wolves up 2.
Nice little touch by Sinbel here. Just the soft, delicate touch. Gets it around Goose. AJ is there. Perfectly positioned to push that ball in. 2-0. 3:30 left on the clock.
Balanced attack so far from the Wolves. 1 goal each. One total of 3 shots. Split about as evenly as you can between the two of them. It's going to be out of the corner. Brava loses a little bit of control here. He's going to try to keep this into the defensive corner and then work it out to half. Going to try a dribble play, but nice read by the Wolves as they get contact back at the center. Brava puts himself in an odd spot. Goose gets a touch. It's going to be back out for Brava. Brava going to defer to his teammate. Going to try to dribble 1v1. That's a chance, and Brava able to force that one home. It's a 2-1 game.
Very well played. Great communication by the Foxes here. Brava, great recovery. It leaves it for Goose, who puts it towards the net. Brava could have done anything there. Could have gone for the demo. Gets the nice little touch to get it by, finishing that goal off. Great play by the Foxes.
Approaching halftime. This will get into the front of the Foxes net, but it's not going to be sent towards the cage. Back to midfield. Up is AJ. AJ going to get the pinch. It's going to send it up and above the crossbar. Symbol is up, but it's going to be hard to hit that angle, and he misses it just wide. Still a chance for AJ to keep it in. Sends it into the corner. Brava trying to get it away from him. It'll be sent into the corner one more time. Goose eventually loses contact to Symbol. Sent out to Brava. Brava going to try a dribble play. Gets it around one. Shot going to go off the post again. Foxes are really, really attracted to that post right now. This will be a possible possession play at the halfway line, and then it's kept in by Goose. AJ puts one off the nose. It does go into a scoring area. This will be Brava off the corner wall. Chance in front, and that is going to be sent aside and up the sidewall we go with AJ. Just under 2 minutes to go. That's a chance, and it'll be taken away by Bravo one more time. A bit of a midfield battle here for possession. There's nothing really going towards each other's cages.
A little bit of miscommunication there. It looked like for the Foxes. Ooh, Bravo coming in. Nice shot. Very close. Off the post again, off the top.
There you go. Symbol able to get a runner the other way, and it's 3-1 in favor of the Wolves.
And once again, ball hits post. Symbol able to run it all the way down to the other end, and I'm hoping that the Foxes don't turn this into a trend. It's painful when it happens.
The way I see it here, they're putting so many shots towards the net as the Wolves add one more. The Foxes are putting so many towards the net that eventually they're gonna find the groove. They're gonna find the spot between the uprights. At least logic would prevail in thinking that. With that said, there's 4 more games in this series. 3-goal game not out of reach, but they are shooting themselves in the foot with all these post-hits.
Definitely need to work on the defensive rotation just a little bit as well, because those open net opportunities going back the other way on the double commits.
Minute 23 to go. That's a chance. It's going to go off the back. Up is AJ trying to finish the double. He will miss the opportunity, and that is a chance for Symbol as he keeps it in. Brava. Full possession. That pinch is going to send it deep into the Wolves' end. Bounces off the corner wall. It's going to drop there for Brava. He's going to miss. It's sent back down deep the other way for the Wolves, and that's going to go off the Foxes' post with 60 seconds left. The attempt to keep it towards the post is there for AJ, and he puts it home with 57 seconds left.
This is how you take care of that post right there. The initial shot goes off the post. Symbol keeps it in. Nice flick up. AJ comes in. Perfect play. Off the post, great pinch, and in.
55 seconds to go. Foxes definitely in their best interest to get another goal here before the end of this first game if they can. That's going to pop in front. That's an opportunity to do so, and Brava's not going to miss those. 5-2 with 45 to go.
Just a little bit of a misplay right there. Goose is able to retain the ball in the corner, and that little miss by Symbol. Brava perfectly positioned to take advantage of that. 3 goals, 45 seconds is possible, Curtis.
It is, although highly unlikely. They need 1 every 15 if they want to keep that schedule. Foxes trying to get it towards the Wolves' net. They're running out of time to keep the schedule at the moment. Chance for the Wolves to keep it in the offensive end. Symbol. Out to AJ. AJ off the corner is going to pop in front. That's going to be a runner the other way, but guess what? This one's going to go wide as well. As the long one's not going in for the Foxes either. Good attempt at a challenge there near the halfway line, but the Wolves take possession and control. Into the corner it goes. Pop far side chance. Long play from the Foxes. They get it deep one more time. It'll bounce. The defensive touch there from the Wolves should conclude matters here in game 1. Back to the halfway line we go, and that'll do it. Wolves take game 1 pretty convincingly. Although the Foxes had more opportunities than they care to admit, careen off the woodwork, and that'll be something they focus in on in game 2.
Absolutely, and really, if you think about it, those 2 chances that they missed off of the bar and went back for an open net the other way, you flip-flop those around, all of a sudden you have a 4-3 game instead in the Foxes' favor. Those little mistakes sometimes can make all the difference. The Foxes are still in this.
Yeah.
Very much still in it. They just need to continue to stay calm and correct the small mistakes here and there. I guarantee they're going to make a game of this one.
The main thing, you called it earlier in the cast, it was the 2-point swings essentially. You miss hard off the post, it goes back the other way. Your guys are overcommitted. The other team puts it in your empty net. 2-point swings. Like if you can negate those, then the Foxes, I think, have game 1 in the bag. So that'll be something they work on in game 2 as we get things underway again. 1-0 lead in the series for the Wolves in this 5-game set, and we are underway with numero dos. Chance out to the top of the box, and that is a chance that goes far side and away. Bravo will try to conclude their chance offensively. A bounce off the corner. Going to go in front of the goal line. That's a dangerous place for that to live. It's not quite there, and the Foxes will survive and keep it scoreless for the moment. Trying a runner, turning it, and just wide goes Bravo. Goose camped out underneath the ball. It'll fly over his head. He'll turn back. Goose going to have to make something happen here. He's going to have to pop up and get a nose on this. He can't do it. It's a chance in front. Needing a clear is going to be Bravo. That's dangerous, and AJ Geschwind makes him pay. It's a 1-0 lead.
Just a little bit of a misplay by Goose right there. Bravo, amazing effort to come in, pinch that off the bar, but AJ is able to finish it off before Goose can come in and clear the ball away. 1-0 for the Wolves. Let's see if the Foxes can switch things around.
45 seconds in. Wolves continuing where they're left off. That's a chance in front. Keeping it in is going to be Goose. Goose getting contact off the nose. Will bounce around that corner. Now it'll bounce in front, but an easy clear there for AJ. So he'll send it deep into Fox's territory. Trying to find the angle. Puts one off the back. Has his teammate right there. It's Symbol making it happen far side, and it's 2-0.
Picture perfect pass by AJ. Takes advantage of the touch by Bravo in the corner. Perfect pass off of the side. Centered for Symbol, who's able to get it just over Goose. 2-0.
Minute 5 in. 2-0 lead for the Wolves as they pick up, as mentioned, right where they left off at the end of game 1. They'll try to take control. That's a bounce off the top, but a really good job by Symbol. He comes across the face of goal to take it away. Symbol looking for a touch into the middle. That'll go far side and away. AJ Geschwind is there. Touch to this right wing side. Keeping the angle is going to be Symbol, but he's not able to get enough velocity on it to put that one home. Foxes will get a temporary reprieve, and it'll go back out to the halfway line. Keeping it in is Goose. Up to take it away, Symbol. Into the corner, Goose puts the ball in a good spot, and Bravo not quite able to hit that one. Goose with a shot that was far side and wide as well. Foxes starting to formulate something here. Decent little effort, but unable to get anything directed towards that cage of any consequence, and it remains a 2-0 lead. Oh, what a touch. Is this going to go in far side? No, it'll be well wide of that right side post. It's still 2-0 as we approach halftime.
The opportunity knocking almost there for the Wolves, as this ball is going to drop again, once again in the danger zone. The Foxes still trying to establish something as far as control, even, it seems, of the ball. They're centering the ball for the Wolves. Occasion there was another example of that, and I'm not sure what they have to do to take control of this game, but it's going to have to start with those missed touches becoming actual touches. Yeah, you need to put the ball in the net in places like that. Foxes losing opportunities like that. They cannot continue to do that. That'll chance in front of the Foxes net. Good touch by Bravo. Putting it up in the air. It sets it up in front of the Wolves net for a moment. AJ going to have to fight through Goose. Goose making things difficult for him. It'll go back into the Foxes end. One more touch. That's a flick, and that's a shot. It'll go far side and in as AJ finds the angle. It's a 3-0 lead. Finding an angle indeed. He had his protractor out for this one. Gets us double touch in the corner. That's not an angle that you normally see right there. That you might call it an alien angle. Very, very interesting. He's able to put that one. 1:42 left in the contest. This is a chance for the Wolves to add one more. They've got the advantage. That'll pinch up against the post. Dangerous place for it to be, and eventually the Foxes will get it away from the goal line. That was close. Bravo wants to get one.
He's going to put it off the back. It'll pop out for Goose. Goose with not very good contact. It'll pop into the air for Symbol. Ends up being a pass. And Symbol will actually have to go for it as AJ deferred to him. AJ's up. Finds one off the back wall. Back the other way comes Brava. Please hit this. No, not quite. Good save on the other side. And this will go off of the back wall. The Foxes still cannot buy one. I was hoping for their momentum's sake to get one there, but still, they are bone dry on the scoring end.
Ball going back the other way there. They still are struggling to find that touch. And the Wolves are just the polar opposite right now. It seems like the Wolves can't find a touch they don't like. Symbol skying high. Perfect pass off the side of the car for AJ, who is in perfect position to receive that pass. I think Halcyon's sweating in chat right now because this is a very strong 4-0 lead for these Wolves.
His wallet's going to be about $4.99 lighter if this continues, but this is going to go back into the Fox's end. Wolves trying to add one more. Tell you what, though, it's a good thing he didn't take my sweet bet. If this is the way it's going to go.
So the $5 sub is a whole lot
less punishable than a $25 sub, I think is what you were trying to say there.
Well, I mean, there's a very large difference.
Right, of $20. 5-0 lead as the Wolves had one more.
I tell you what, that emote, I've always wanted that emote. I might have to consider the sub myself. Anyway.
Oh, man.
18 seconds left. Foxes need to get a consolation goal here. Hopefully the comms are still calm for these guys because they can still control this matchup. It's going to start with controlling their touches.
Yeah, it's a mental thing for them right now, I think, because they've had chances. They just really have not been able to put it between the uprights. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they take this full time. Like, take the full 60 seconds here. Collect your nerves. Just collect yourselves, because those are shots that I guarantee you, Brava and Goose, they make a majority of the time. And they only had 2 on the board, a majority of them just wide or otherwise away from that net. And they had more opportunities, I think, in the first game, but I think the first game stigma was getting to them, and they're a little bit cursed right now. And that's something they really, really need to fix if they don't want this to be a runaway.
I noticed that both shots that the Foxes had weren't saves for the Wolves. I mean, one of them I thought was a save by Symbol coming across, but apparently Psionics Please did not think so. But the shot advantage there was very striking. 10-2. The Foxes, like I said, they just really need to get themselves under control, get those controlled touches in. And the Wolves, they just need to put it on cruise control, because what they are doing is very impressive.
Well, Cathexis running the MLB account brings up a good point, as well as he mentions that there was 2 reverse sweeps last night in those games. But AJ looking to try not to continue that trend, as it'll be an AJ goal with 7 seconds gone.
Brava, a little bit of a mistouch right there. Symbol taking full advantage. And AJ, once again, in the perfect position to finish that ball off.
Bound off of the kickoff. It'll be another chance for the Wolves trying to turn into it. Brava takes it away. Back towards the halfway line. Not a real good job grabbing it. Here comes AJ. Sent away. It's going to go to the top of the box, then sent aside at one more time. 30 seconds in. That's going to pop in front. Oh, that's dangerous. Shot on net, and it's Symbol making it happen. 37 seconds in, it's 2-0.
And, I mean, it's just a continuation of what we've already been saying. The mistouches are really hurting the Foxes right here. Goose and Brava both struggling to get the touch in there. Goose tries to come in to help Brava, and he ends up getting all of Brava and not very much of the ball. 4:20 left. 2 goals down. Very possible they turn it around. They just need to get some solid touches in. It might start right there.
Oh, that was close. Very, very good work defensively, though. Is going to send that one aside. That'll be sent deep into the Fox's end. Fox is seemingly doing a good job trying to speed up the game here, but they are making mistakes as well. Really good demo, though, by Goose, and you saw that coming if you were with him on board. That was something he was aiming for as soon as he had the opportunity. 3:48 left. 2-0 lead. In comes the Wolves, and they're going to get one here. Far side and in for Symbol. That would be his second of the game, and it's 3-0.
The rotation was a little bit off here. Symbol able to stay with the ball. Great persistence there by Symbol, and he's able to get it around both Foxes, putting the ball in for a 3-0 lead.
3:43 left. This will be towards the middle ground for the kickoff, sent away by Goose. Bravo going to lurk in the middle. Getting one last touch before he has to retreat is Goose. Now he'll try to keep it in. Trying to turn on it. He is able to keep it in. This will be sent deep one more time. Wolves get good contact towards that Fox's net. Needing and getting contact on it is Goose. Wolves on the attack. Chance scores. It is AJ Geschwind again, and they're run away one more time in game 3.
Symbol to AJ. Symbol to AJ. Symbol to AJ. I tell you, it's starting to sound like a broken record here. If you have AJ in Fantasy League right now, he has been finishing off all those perfect passes from Symbol perfectly. So I can't say enough. That was an amazing pass, amazing setup, amazing play. Once again for the Wolves.
Fox is trying to make something happen here, getting contact on the ball, but not going forward with it. Goose can have to play running back to his own net. Wolves on the attack one more time. Bounce off of the back wall. Still an opportunity, but the Wolves do miss the chance. Goose going to try to turn this one. He's going to be a little bit late in doing so. He's going to have to try to touch this delicately to the middle, and it will be cast aside one more time. Wolves really, really good with the defensive contact up and around their crossbar, and just keeping it away from frame has been key for these guys in putting on a really dominating show in this Week 2 matchup.
Absolutely, but they haven't really felt as much pressure as here an opportunity. Goose, but as you said, very good pressure on that ball when the opportunities do come for the Foxes. And AJ was in perfect position once again, this time on the defensive end, to make a play on that ball, which was a very good pass from Bravo to Goose.
Oh, good dribble play. Trying to get it home is Bravo, and he dribbles through 2 Wolves and gets it into the back of the net. It's 4-1.
This is what I'm talking about by nice touches. Bravo patiently cuts AJ and is able to get around the ball and keep Symbol from making any sort of a play on that ball. 2 minutes left with a 3-goal disadvantage. They can still do it. They just need some more of that.
Anything can happen. This will pop to the top of the box. Good long touch. That may be one more, but it'll be wide of that left post. AJ bouncing off the wall, trying to boost into it to get it clear. There's no way he was going to get great contact on that regardless. And Symbol is tasked with getting it well away from his own net.
Simba. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I completely deserve that. This will be off the sidewall.
Remember who you are.
Bravo can't get that one towards the net. It'll be back into the Fox's end one more time. Into the corner. Popped it far side. That's an opportunity for the Wolves again, as they are not letting up. This will be far side and away, though, as it'll travel off the post. Going off of the corner. It'll bounce towards the mid. Going off the ceiling. Around the corner. Chance far side and down, and the Wolves cannot put that one away. Foxes need this. Back towards the other way with 50 seconds to go. They're going to make it a 2-goal deficit. And 49 seconds, 2 goals. You and I have seen other things in this game.
AJ was there in perfect position once again, but the mistouch. And the Foxes will get one of those 2-goal swings in their favor this time. Much needed with under a minute to go. 2 goals, 49 seconds. It is still possible. Let's get some hype in chat for the Foxes. Let's see if they can pull this off here in Game 3.
Going to the top of the box. Wolves still on the prowl, trying to add more to it. That's a shot that goes off the corner post and away. Very close. Bravo needs to get this into the offensive end. Not a ton of time to fool around with it. He gets up and around one, but not up and around 2 as Sinbul comes in and makes this exponentially tougher for the Foxes. 19 on the clock. 18, it's going to go back into the Foxes' corner. Chance, that's in front for Sinbul. That's far side and away. AJ going to stay with it for the time being. 7 on the clock, and that might just do it. This will be up the ramp. They don't have enough time to get 2 goals, and that is going to cinch a win for the Wolves, 3-0 in the series, and they have a chance to add 2 more. Foxes made that one a little bit more competitive towards the end, though.
Halcyon, now is the time for you to do a double or nothing, if you so desire. Because the Foxes started to look like they were looking up towards the end of that matchup. Most of those shots were at the end of that game, and possession-wise, the game was starting to look good for the Foxes. They were starting to make those little touches that were very important. Let's see if they can continue that trend, because right now, yes, you lost the series, but it is all about coming in and making something happen, making the series loss a 3-2 rather than a 5-0 or a 4-1, because those 2 wins can make a huge difference down the road, especially when you're just 10 weeks here in the Platte League.
Well, this is a big-time couple of games for the Foxes. They do not want to take a 4-1 or 5-0, so this is where they start to really, really dig deep and earn a 2-3. This is going to be in front. Brava misses control of that. You mentioned the possession game, and the possession game is a huge part of this game. There's no doubt about that, as Sinbul tries to put this far side, and it goes away. The Foxes, the problem that I've seen with the Foxes, and it's really a credit to the Wolves more than a problem with the Foxes, is the Wolves are limiting the chances that the Foxes have. Yes, the Foxes can get possession. They may put 1 or 2 shots on max as Brava takes their first lead of the series, but the Wolves doing a good job of limiting those chances to 1, maybe 2 per trip down the field.
Amazing dribble by Goose here. And yes, you are precisely right, but as I was saying earlier, the Foxes look like they're starting to get control right there. Goose exhibited great control on the side, was able to get around 1, make a great pass to Brava in the middle, and it looked like the communication was on point. Can they continue it? They have the lead. 1-0.
Foxes looking far side for this. Wolves had possession one more time at Sinbul. Sinbul cannot get it around. Foxes hemming the Wolves in a bit here. AJ back out to half. Up and over the halfway line we go. This will pound around the corner wall. Looking for a touch into the mid. That's a chance, and it's in. Bravo with his second of the game makes it a 2-goal lead for the Foxes.
Halcyon, double or nothing right now, because these Foxes look like a completely changed team. Goose, once again, great touch off, and Brava is there to finish it. It almost looks like the Sinbul to AJ connection we were seeing earlier in this series. The Foxes could do this right now.
And they still have some work to do, no doubt about that. Let's start with the defensive touch here that they cannot get. Sinbul has the lead. It's 2-1.
I feel like I just Caster's cursed them.
Yep.
Because AJ, perfect touch down, and Sinbul is there on the far end. Great positioning there by the Wolves.
It's an initiation. Every caster goes through it at some point, the old caster's curse. So get used to it. It'll happen plenty more times before we're done. This will be a chance in front, and Goose able to put that one home, and the defensive touch set that up by the Wolves.
Good job, Goose, able to come in. They cheated off the kickoff. I think they're going to try to initiate more pressure here, the Foxes are. He stayed with that ball and is able to push it in through the defense.
Give me 1 second. I think I just saw... Nope, it did not give the... Oh, okay, I see.
And Halcyon has gifted.
Yep, okay. That makes sense. It was a gifted sub. That's why I didn't show up in chatty, so no big deal. But thank you very much, Halcyon, for the gifted sub and holding up, of course, your end of the bargain. Appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us here at the MLE Network. This will be a pop towards the sidewall. Fox is looking to add one more. They will. It's a 4-1 lead with 3:06 left.
What a comeback by Goose. The quick turnaround here as AJ lets that ball go off his nose just a little bit too hard. Goose able to put that pressure back on him and get the ball into the net. 4-1.
3:05 left. This will be up the corner wall. Chance for AJ. Going far side with this. Out of the corner. Moving it away is Brava. Brava into the offensive end. This will be a touch back to the top of the box. And it'll go up the sidewall one more time. Pop in for the Foxes. They're playing a much more aggressive style, and it's working out in their favor. Wolves kind of on their back hooves a little bit here, as they cannot get it out of their own zone for any length of time. Foxes all over them. Chance top of the box. Wolves lose out on that opportunity. The catch from AJ, that's actually going to be an errant touch into the middle. Shot on net, and Brava makes no mistake. He's been on fire in this game. He's got 3.
Very good pressure once again, and it was a slight mistouch there by AJ. As you said, that ball was perfectly centered for Brava. Both Foxes were there to take it. Great communication. Brava in the middle going for it and nailing that shot. A 4-goal lead and quite the turnaround from the previous 3 games we're seeing here.
So good stuff so far from the Foxes. They really rev up their quest to get into it. You get a 2-3 out of this series. And as Wolves try to take a chance here, Symbol's put in a tough spot. That'll eventually be a clear away. Brava into the Wolves' end. Touched into the middle. Goose going to have to turn around and make a decision here. He will go after it into the corner. Wolves a little bit slower to the ball than they have been in previous games as well. This will go into the front of the Foxes' net. Fairly easy contest for Brava. Triangle dribble play is Goose. It'll go off the corner, and eventually the Wolves will get it out one more time. Minute 22 left in a 5-1 game. It's looking like the Foxes at least going to be able to earn 1 win out of this series, which will look a whole lot better come playoff time potentially.
Absolutely.
65 seconds to go. Out to the front of the Foxes net once more, and Symbol cannot put that one home. AJ's up, but the challenge in front going to send that careening off to the sidewall one more time. Wolves starting to add a little bit more pressure here at the end of game 4.
I tell you what, though, the assessment you gave of the Wolves defense, very true to what the Foxes are doing on defense right now. They seem like they are in the right place at the right time every time the Wolves have had an opportunity in this game. And the touches for them haven't been missed touches in this game. They've been making touches, solid touches. And it's really spoken volumes in this 5-1 lead.
Going into the Foxes' corner once more. Pop out to the top, and the Wolves cannot put that one accurately on frame with 9 seconds left. Countdown is on. Foxes going to walk away with a Game 4 victory. They have lost the series so far, but they have not lost the opportunity to at least get 2 wins in the head-to-head, as that wall will touch there. So Foxes take Game 4. Final count 5-1, and the Wolves gotta have that little seed of doubt creeping into the back of their mind about this 5th game now.
Absolutely, but really, they were just taken advantage of by the Foxes, for lack of better terms. The Foxes turned what the Wolves were doing to them on its head and really just put the pressure back on the Wolves, and that's exactly what they needed to do. It gave them more time for possessions, gave them more time to control the ball, and they were taking really good control. If they can continue that, they can definitely get that 2nd win, and that's going to do loads for the standings going into week 3 and beyond.
Yeah, this is a priority game for the Foxes. I've never seen a must-win really in week 3 or week 2. But at the same point, you got to look at it for momentum's sake going into the middle part of the season. That this is one that the Foxes really, really need to look at having. Wolves try to move it out of their own end as we start up game at number 5, final game of this 2nd series. By the way, guys, if you have seen something you want to see again or want to nominate it for the play of the week, send it over to the ML Doubles account on Twitter with the hashtag MLBPOTW, as opposed to PTOW, as Ninja put it earlier. That'll be far side and through as Symbol puts that one home. 1-0 lead, 28 seconds in.
Looked like a little bit of panic here for the Foxes as Brava flipping at the ball. Goose unable to touch on as the ball just hung out in the danger zone for quite a few seconds there for the Wolves. And they were able to put that ball away.
That play of the week brought to you by Balls Guarana. By the way, winner of the play of the week each week gets a case of Balls Guarana energy drink sent to their home. Don't forget, guys, use the promo code MLD at balls.com to get free shipping on your order. This will be a chance off of the backboard. And the Foxes have a runner the other way. That's an empty net. Can't miss these Bravo, but he's going to push it just wide of that left post. Good thing his teammate Goose is there to put that one home, and this game is even at 1.
Very well done by the Foxes. A little bit of an accidental awesomeness happening there for Brava as he falls into that demo. And Goose, great finish there in the upper 90 as that rolled up the side. The Foxes trying to keep the momentum from that last game going despite a little bit of a misplay early on. Let's see if they can do it.
Just over a minute gone. This will be a push in front. Foxes with the clear. Looking for another bit of contact towards the halfway line. Wolves trying to keep it in the offensive end. They'll keep it. They'll do just that here with Symbol. Symbol, that goes off the back. He's going to defer to his teammate. AJ is going to put this one off the post on the far side, very close. And the Wolves getting a little bit by the hardwood bug as well, as they can't put it between the uprights.
And I'm noticing that's about the third touch in a row for the Wolves that has kind of gone sideward, off the post, close. Big opportunities for them, and as you said, it seems like the bug is biting them, just like it was for the Foxes in Game 1. But if they can calm themselves down, maintain control, great defensive presence as we saw right there by AJ, they can continue and dominate the Wolves as we saw early on in this matchup.
That's a shot, and the Foxes nearly had another, but a good save by Symbol is going to send that one aside. Approaching halftime in a 1-1 game. Wolves trying to push this towards the front of the net, going for a little physical play on the goal line as well, but that's a big miss. That's a nice shot. Bravo might have that one on net, but it's off the post. Very close. Back to the top of the box we go. It's Goose trying to keep it in.
So close there for Bravo. So close, and a little bit of miss.
Oh, put that one in.
Open net. Great job by the Foxes as they'll get back the opportunity that they missed earlier.
Good touch there as it sets up Bravo on the far side, but the defensive misplay on the far end coming across the box. I believe that was AJ Geschwind who comes across. Has to make contact on it if you're going to come across that fast. Unable to do so with his teammate in the back of the net. That's an easy one for the Foxes to put away. 2-1 lead. They could potentially do this 2-3. This will be back into the Foxes' end one more time. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in Game 5. Looking for a runner around one is Brava. Up the sidewall he goes. Touches this into the corner. Pop into the middle. Looking for it out of the corner.
Play seeming to slow down a little bit here as they were very content to just slow the ball down there in the Foxes' corner. We'll see how that affects going forward. The Wolves really just able to put on some pressure.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Far side and in. And Symbol puts that one home. 2-2 game. And it all starts right here. Goose found himself driving backwards towards the net. And you can ask Inanimate J who's hitting buttons right now. Nothing ever good happens when you are driving backwards. So that is exactly what happened to Kirsten there.
Absolutely.
So we get into it. Minute 23 to go. Deuce's wild game.
I almost stole it from you, Curtis.
You almost did. I saw it coming. I'm like, this is not happening today. Chance in front and a nice save getting up is going to be Goose to take that one aside. 67 seconds to go. Game 5. with a 2-3 on the line. That's a chance. They're going to try to turn this one, but not able to get the angle as AJ. And it'll go to the other side again for Sinbul.
So close. The bar biting someone else. Brava with an opportunity going back the other way.
Oh, please. It's in front, but a clear. That was very, very close to the play of the week candidate for the Foxes. Still a 2-2 game. That'll pop up in the air far side. Going into the corner. Box. AJ with tons of room and tons of time. Into the corner. It'll bounce looking far side, but a good defensive clear getting that one away is Brava. Back the other side. It's going to go off the back wall. This is a good chance. They have some time to be able to do this. They need a good challenge. They get one. It's right in front of that Wolves net, and it'll be sent back from whence it came. We are in overtime in Game 5.
Great pressure by the Foxes there at the end, and the momentum swings in this last game have been absolutely epic. Interesting to see who will win this matchup, as it has been so well fought here in this last game, as the ball, it's in the danger zone now.
Back to the halfway line it goes. Foxes gain control. It does bounce out of the corner rather awkwardly here. Pass into the middle. That's an opportunity. Sinbul misses. That's a possible swing the other way. And that is it. Brava earns a 2-3 for the Foxes. And that is a huge, huge victory for them in the last 2 games of the series.
The double commit paying off for the Foxes. The great dunk by Goose turns into a perfect pass for Brava, who falls into that ball with style and is able to dribble it right in. What a comeback for these Foxes.
Yeah, Wolves take the
well
series.
Played.
Wolves take the series, so make no bones about that. They do get the 3-2, and that's really good news for them. With that said, the 2-3 earned by the Foxes, I think, is the story here. More because Goose and Brava, you could start to see them get a little more comfortable with each other as the series went on, Kendo, and it made a big difference. Wolves had really not a lot of answers to them in games 4 and 5.
Absolutely. It was extremely impressive. And you look at those stat lines, 10 shots.
Yep.
I think they didn't even have 10 shots in the entire other 4 games. The pressure that they put on in this game was absolutely amazing, and it was an extremely hard-fought 2 games for them to win there at the very end. Granted, they don't win the series, but as we said, because we play all 5 games for standing's sake, those 2 wins are going to go a long way, and they may not have won the series, but it's going to feel a lot like a win, considering how hard fought those 2 games were and how far down and out it seemed like they were after the first 3 games. Yeah,
that's a very good point, but that is going to do it for series number 2 on this Freestyle Friday. We got one more for you. And don't forget, guys, the MLD POTW and the also this brought to you by Arctic Cooling. Superior PC parts to keep your system cool in your time of need. Arctic.ac is where you're going to go for those kind of parts as well. We've got a Ninja Rider sighting coming up next for the 3rd and final series of the night. I am Curtis. That is Kendo saying goodbye for the evening. We'll be back right after this. This is the MLD Network on Twitch.